The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Tetris Attack is a match 3 puzzle game released for the Super Nintendo in August 1996 for North America and November 1996 for Europe. It was also broadcast on the Japanese Teleview service from November 1996 until the service was discontinued in June 2000. As a match 3 puzzle game, if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you'll need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also send garbage to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can quickly add up if stacked correctly. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear and then have the panels directly above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will also make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you'll have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. That said, due to the way this game handles combo garbage as well as the overall speed of these opponents, you will almost exclusively see our players make them run out of time through timely garbage attacks. Easy mode has 10 stages, normal mode has 11 stages, and hard and V-hard, as we call it, have 12. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players.
All right, so we are here in the bracket stage of the tournament. So group stages have been played, and we are now in the final bracket, which means we're in a double elimination tournament with the 8 remaining players of the tournament. All of these are being played on the 1-player versus mode in the V-hard difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty in Tetris Attack. All the players are going to have a week to compete each of their bracket matches, and these will be best of 7 matches, which means the first player to get 4 race wins will be the winner, at least until we get to grand finals. So that's what this race is going to look like, and starting it off today, we have competitors Cards of the Heart versus Tayman, as we said before. So just to give a bit of a broader scope of what's been going on so far, we just saw FFR Pro versus Six commentating with us right here.
Hello.
And that was an absolute banger. Could you just give a brief highlight of what happened there, Six?
I played somewhat okay, and I finished, and then FFR didn't, and then chaos ensued. So that was cool.
And that's kind of what sets up what we're gonna see now, which is Tayman versus Cards of the Heart, which the winner of that will actually get to face you. So I guess what are you thinking at 6 as you see this match, now that you know the implications it has for you in your next bracket match?
I think both of these guys at their peak are incredibly scary. I think this is going to come down to who can unlock their peak the most, and like, if they lose, are they going to run it back in angry mode for the rest of the bracket or not? As for this game, oh, this is such a flip.
Yeah. Like, you can look at all these stats here. We have all of TaymanND's stats here on the left, Cards of the Heart stats here on the right. They're all super impressive. Probably the most impressive is that TaymanND is the winner of the PPL 2020 tournament this past fall. However, Cards of the Heart is the winner of the most recent Tetris Attack tournament in 2018. And so both of these players have what it is in them to win the whole tournament, if not this very first stage in this beginning of the bracket. But the fact that they're meeting here is already just crazy, and I can't even imagine what I'm seeing by witnessing this. And the fact that both of these players can go on to win the whole thing, but only one is going to have that opportunity, or at least the other one will have to make an extremely long run through losers bracket to see that happen, is just already wild. So I guess, what are your initial impressions, Six, coming into this, of who do you think has the slight edge, if there is an edge to be had?
So, I'm pretty sure Cards of the Heart doesn't really tilt under pressure. So if things go long, I think he has a better chance. Like, yes, he has the better times, but that's just because of a huge sample size. I think their averages are pretty close. So it's going to be about who can nail the openings, and if they all nail the openings, it's going to be who Bowser wants to proceed in the tournament.
I mean, in your set versus FFR Pro, Bowser decided every single match, so that's about the surest thing you can bet on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I feel like Cards definitely has the higher potential. He definitely has, you'll hear it time and time again, he has the board vision to kind of create combos where you don't think combos should exist. On the other side, TaymanND is just super, I mean, when he's not being overtaken by his personal salt demons, he can string together chains with combos in them just at a level of consistency that is what led him to kind of, in some sense, in my opinion, he's kind of dominated the Pokemon Puzzle League S-Hard speedrunning scene, and just the level of consistency he showed in the last tournament. And so if he can bring that level of consistency to this match versus Cards of the Heart, I think he's got a real chance at an upset. But I guess, gun to your head, Six, you got to pick a winner and how many games it goes. What do you got?
Cards of the Heart, but it goes all the way. That's just a personal wish of mine.
Oh man, I think to spice things up, I'm gonna go for all the way 7 games, but I'm going with TaymanND.
Nice.
I think TaymanND's been putting in the work recently. He's been doing like races like almost every single night. I don't know how he has the time for it, but every single night he's been streaming his races of Tetris Attack, preparing for this match. So I think with that preparation, he'll be able to clutch this out.
I love it. Should we waste any more time talking about this?
Probably not. I'll go ahead and let the racers know that they are ready to go.
Okay.
They should be off any minute now. Every single night. I don't know as soon as they get set up. Every single
I know TaymanND has the PPL dominance, but there's a little bit of a strat you can use to cheese the opponents better. There is a cheese in this game too, but it's a lot more inconsistent.
Yeah,
I think that makes the later stages of this game like higher variance, even though Pokemon Puzzle League control you for longer. This game can control you in more moments.
Yeah, this feels, in my opinion, much more random in the sense that you can play super consistently, and one of the cave stages just might take 2 minutes, and then you lose the race. Whereas in Pokemon Puzzle League, you have like a couple trolls, and you just keep resetting until you get the right luck. And in that sense, it feels much less. It feels like there is still randomness, but it's much more controlled randomness. Where here, just like if you get a couple clears off of a chain off of garbage, it feels like there's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm. There was one case for that I think is right to reset the stage very late, but that's only if you really mess up your opening, and I don't think it's come into play in this tournament yet. And we have action.
Yeah, we are moving here. I don't know about the stream, but I'm seeing a little bit of a delay on Cards' side. Could be a result of PoopNet. I don't know, but
Looking at things directly, I see Cards a little bit ahead.
Interesting.
And I see him get off a pretty nice stage 1. For some reason, it takes me, like, stage 1 I always do really slowly because it takes my brain a while to get into gear. He's just always in maximum gear. 3-chain.
Yeah, I feel like Lakitu is definitely known for, like, it feels like once you can get past Lakitu, at least for me, I feel like my luck goes up from there, but just having a good Lakitu and grinding especially just feels like it takes forever, and he just never wants to cooperate.
Bumpty dies on Card's side after clearing every panel. Bumpty dies much more easily on TaymanND's side, so this immediately evens out. TaymanND froze on the broadcast. It's not him. I can tell you what he's doing. He is still, like, just about par with Cards on Poochie.
Yeah, I'm having a little trouble seeing the streams as well, but hopefully we'll be back up shortly.
TaymanND got a solid opening with 4 chain lines and looks like 4 combo lines, but Wiggler cleared on him. Same for Cards right now. Cards in 21, TaymanND 23 on Wiggler, still pretty close.
Yeah, both playing solidly overall so far. On good pace through the first 4 stages, although we know that doesn't mean too much, but enough at least that they're both in it and in striking distance of each other up to any stage.
I love Cards' ability to open with a bunch of combos that then, like, still sends a block into a chain. You can get attacks in so fast that way.
Yeah, and I think one of my favorite things about Cards is that he's constantly trying to find ways to improve this game. If you've been checking out his streams or anything, he's been trying out a new strategy where he actually, in certain circumstances, will delay the combo garbage from falling in order to get enough to kind of ensure that the opponent will be topped off. And what this does is if the opponent gets a clear and it's just the chain block, it'll clear quicker. And in some cases, it'll actually be helpful to reduce the lag overall. So he's been experimenting with that, and I'm curious if that'll come into play in these later stages here.
2 quick blargs, but TaymanND's a little bit quicker. Still very even. TaymanND opens with an 8 and 7 combo that still leads into a chain that weaves in another 8 combo. That's like a billion lines. And Fish gets there anyway. Cards had an also pretty good opening, but Fish flattened on him. TaymanND in 20.
Tayman with a solid opening on Raven, which leads to the quick kill. So he's going into cave just about 4 minutes 50 seconds. That's a super solid time. Cards, on the other hand, a bit behind, but not by much.
Okay.
Maybe only about 5 seconds behind by the timers I see on the player streams.
That seems to be it. So now it's both going to be about openings and then how much these opponents are going to troll each of them.
Tayman with a really strong start here on Hookbill, which you think has got to be enough for the kill, although will Hookbill troll? No, not able to get that
Ooh.
clear. And that's just a rain of combos on card side, which might lead to a crush kill. Oh. This is this weird thing that the AI does of if they're about to get...
The slowly raising. Oh. Okay. We're clear now.
Both players on really good paces so far and still super close to each other. Strong opening by Tayman on Piranha Plants, although Piranha able to get the clear, but I don't see any chain happening off of this, so it should be good. Erroneous match. Some trolling going on. Okay,
Ooh.
frame perfect.
That could have been even worse, but it wasn't. And now look at this.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see Cards' screen getting a 14-second on Piranha Plant. Wow.
That was a pretty textbook quick kill, yeah. So now, still very, very even going into Mr. Hocus Pocus. Cards into a little bit of a chain, but Kamek has a pillar, but he's comboing so much he's gonna have a stop time to deal with it, I think. You can stop now, Kamek. Jeez. Okay.
Kamek with all the combo garbage falling on both of their screens, and 26-second Kamek on card screen and 27 on Tayman screen. It is going to be a Bowser who, as we said at the very beginning, he's going to decide all these races, so he's just filling his role right now.
It is time for Bowser as well. Tayman entering maybe 9 seconds behind. Anything could happen at this point, depending on the openings. Cards had a chance, but Bowser then went pretty low. Has enough panels to follow up. Tayman shot the big block, and Bowser has 2 pillars.
Wow, what a Bowser on Tayman's side.
Whoa!
Official time is an 8:06.
Yeah, that was a cooperative Bowser.
Cards on the other side getting trolled quite a bit by Bowser. Not even enough to top him off, really. Too much combo garbage, not enough chains to keep that pressure on.
It's so awkward to know when to go back to like a big chain, and against Bowser particularly, if you even can, based on how much he sent you.
But yeah, I mean, at this point, this is almost one of those situations that I don't think Cards does it at this point, but you start to think about, is it worth resetting on Bowser if you don't have him topped off and you don't have many panels to work with to begin with?
That's such a close call, because he did have an opening that usually tops him off if Bowser didn't go all the way down to like the 3rd row. And that just snowballs into this. Good night, sir.
And yeah, Cards just is able to get that Bowser finished finally, but 921, even though that would win quite a few races, is far behind TaymanND's time right here of an 806. So that's a start.
That's what I expected from this match. A lot of paneling, and then the cave tipping it one way or the other.
All right, getting our competitors set up for their second match. Yeah, I guess like that was so close.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like we're gonna do some work to sync up the streams real quick. Hopefully to give a better experience for y'all, but as soon as that happens, we will be off to... Whoops.
During this downtime, I could totally like get tame and salt about how the game sometimes plays out, because those were two very, very similar Bowser openings, and it just butterfly affected into completely different scenarios. One with a pretty quick kill, and then one that not so quick and more painful.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the way I see it is you can kind of maximize your chances to get like a sub 30-second time when it comes to the cave. But there's only so much you can do, and I don't know, like after you throw an initial strong chain, sometimes they'll just keep trolling in a way that you can't really avoid. Anyways, without further ado, it looks like we are ready to get started with the second race here. So we will see that going. The players should be starting any second now.
Alright, I think Cards is ready to run this back into another very, very impressive performance, and hopefully it's enough to even this up, because I want to see as many games as possible.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing them start right now, and yeah, I mean, other than Bowser, Cards was playing really well, so hard to say that he should really
Cards is
change
lat going
much up.
very, very low. Still sending a follow-up to get him in 19.
However, 14 on TaymanND's side, so even a 19 is not enough to keep the lead here. So TaymanND dropping that chain, unfortunately, but is able to send enough in the second attack to top off. And
yes.
Will it be enough? Will it be enough? It is enough.
If you drop your chain in the middle of that, the very important thing is to just immediately get to a different attack as soon as you possibly can. Just recalculate and go there. Don't even spend any time beating yourself up. Just follow up immediately.
Yeah, and I always like to, in pretty much any situation, especially in race modes, I try to send in my second attack just enough so that it maybe sends 2 more lines than I would maybe optimally need to top them off, just because they can usually troll a bit and get a couple more lines down than you think, and you don't ever want to be caught in this like 1 or 2 more line situation.
Poochie clear, let cards catch up there.
But yeah, we're pretty much even going into Wiggler. We'll probably be saying that quite a bit as both these players are really on point today so far. Bit of a small chain opening from cards, but we have pillars on with his Wiggler, which are enough to get a 16-second kill.
It took Tayman a while to start a chain there. It's gonna top him off now at the 20-second mark. Hopefully Wiggler doesn't troll further.
Yeah, that was a perfect example of dropping your opening chain and just pretending like it didn't happen and just continuing to do a second attack as though it was your first attack. And Tayman executing that perfectly, and it'll get you a 26, 27-second time, I think it was. But that's better than going on for, I don't know, sometimes 30, 45 seconds.
Low frog, but enough garbage for cards to get him in 17. Meanwhile, Tayman needs a second attack here. Combos should do it. All right.
And both have defeated the frog under 3 minutes, and that's typically the number I go for on pretty much any of the modes. 3-minute frog is always a solid time, so they're both really doing well so far. Bit of a
combo
weak
every
opening
chain for like
on
6
card
lines
side.
in 13 seconds. That's a that pauses to reseed the RNG. Yeah, that's it. Okay, Blargan 26. Card starting off for the chain up from up top. That didn't get him many combos, but he might not need it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
that's a
think
clear from Fish.
cards got a little too excited and didn't let those combos drop, and it might have killed otherwise, but 22 seconds on Lunchfish will still work out just fine. On the other side,
Oh, it's a lot of single
this is-
blocks. Ooh.
this is not a good look for Tayman. Hopefully he can top off Lunchfish here, but that's a chain off of garbage, which is not going to look good. Fortunately, Lunchfish is looking for, is trying to down stack, and that's going to be the kill in 31 seconds, but that could have been really bad.
Card's doing some little combos to top off Bird, but it keeps going even lower.
Don't see an answer on the Raven side right now, and that is going to be the kill. And so cards going into cave just around 5 minutes. Exactly what you want to see.
Raven also going to the very bottom. Does Tayman have enough garbage? Oh, Raven got to raise.
Oh, and that is a chain off of the garbage on Tayman's side. Will that give enough time? It will give Raphael enough time in order to get that clear. Man, chains off of garbage are just the worst, and that happens again.
Another chain to buy some stop time and get another clear.
And you gotta, like, I don't know, when I'm seeing all these chains off of garbage, that's when my salt level rises, and Tayman is the king of salt, so I don't know, I hope this isn't gonna get to him.
But also finding the chains to downstack a little bit.
This is really awkward on Hookbill for cards.
Those left and right pillars that take a while to.
But yeah, that will be enough.
Okay.
This looks like a good Hookbill on Tayman's side, and that's 15 seconds.
Okay.
So we are just about even. Cards with a very slight lead, but
always got to make it exciting coming down to the last couple matches. Stages. Performances.
Wait, what? What?
That's
13
a quick
seconds?
kill.
Wow, we take those. I literally looked away and then looked back, and Piranha Plant was dead.
It was some really quick combos into a clear into a few more garbage blocks for the poof. You don't get much shake time that way.
A chain off of garbage on TaymanND's side, and that's gonna lead to some trolling. Hopefully not too long, but there's some chaining happening. Oh no. And
Cards
you can see
definitely
it
got
on
the chain he
TaymanND's face
wanted.
right now.
Kamek's gonna start lagging Cards' game with that ginormous block.
This has the potential to be really bad on TaymanND's side, or this might be a kill. I don't know which. It looks like it might be really bad. Oh no, okay. That was dangerous, but just enough in order to get the kill on TaymanND's side. But at the same time,
yeah,
Cards is running with this.
Taman's got to clear
stage
2
ahead on
stages.
Bowser.
In time Cards clears Bowser. Like, it's possible. Okay, let me see what Cards is for this Bowser. 8 combo. 5 combo. 2 chain lines.
Probably dropped a little earlier than he wanted, but he does have a good combo follow-up. This should be good unless
Bowser doesn't have many
Bowser
garbage
starts
clears
the chain.
available. He found
Bowser
a chain to
does
buy some
start to
stop
chain.
time. But if he keeps clearing these panels, how is he going to clear the garbage block?
This should be a crush if Cards
I don't think he
enough.
left anything.
And that's a crush.
And that's good.
Meanwhile, looking over at TaymanND's screen, he's still on Kamek and definitely getting trolled here. So yeah, this is gonna make it a 1-1 game, all tied up here.
Looks like he locked in at 820 something, 823. That's a spicy time for sure in a tournament setting.
Yeah, wow. I mean, just the fact that TaymanND probably will get a sub 10-minute time here and be 2 minutes possibly off of Cards. Just the competition is so crazy. How do we play this game? I don't understand.
Very painfully. That's the opening for what could be a quick kill if Bowser doesn't chain, but he chains so often. He's starting.
If Bowser doesn't chain.
But when he doesn't, it's like a 13-second Bowser and your life feels so good for until you start your next run.
Unfortunately this won't be a crush because he does have second tier.
Ugh.
Some weird pillars there that could lead to some down stacking. Will this crush? It doesn't matter. Good enough.
Technically, maybe?
TaymanND's
Either way, it's a
side.
death.
Yeah. And still a sub 10-minute time, so super solid run from TaymanND, but just more solid run from Cards. So
for sure.
So in the last match with you and FFR Pro, everything was really close. And everyone had solid times. Here, surprisingly, TaymanND had about a 120-second lead in the first race, now down by about a minute and a half in this race, even though kind of up until the cave, things were really tight. So just shows the volatility you can see in the cave, and either you'll have kind of real close matches throughout or kind of these big gaps and really just can't predict what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. And like that snowball factor from maybe not even an opening that you didn't intend, but that just they downstacked or cleared in such a way that it just goes awry really fast. It's hard to separate what you can and can't control in this sometimes. We are 1-1. We're playing at least 3 more of these bangers. I still want it to. I still want to alternate, so it comes down to a game 7.
Yeah, that would be the ideal for sure. I guess the question I have in my mind is, how will Tayman bounce back to that kind of unfavorable cave that he had? Will he shake the salt off, or will he start to trip up? Whereas he was playing extremely solid up until some of those cave strolls there. So hopefully he's able to bounce back strong and make this a Game 7 series.
Those riskier strats like short chains and all combo blocks, they can help you get like a PB or even a world record, but they also have a much better chance of backfiring on you, so gotta keep in mind those like race adjustments at times for better consistency, and we're off.
Lactu all the way down on Card's side. Finally raises up, and Card seems just one line short and gonna get the clear, but oh, unfortunately that's a chain off the garbage, which will slow things down a little bit, but should be enough for a kill.
Couple 8 combos just to ensure it, and there it goes. Tayman with a more solid opening and more cooperative Lakitu for the very early lead.
Tayman with a solid opening here. 5 chain with a couple lines of combos.
Decent weaving. I actually thought there were more combos than there actually were there. Follow-up should do it. Okay. Very similar bumpties from each.
And we're pretty even going into Poochie. Will Poochie do any bad doggo things? Find out soon.
Raise your Franker Z's. Poochie's not really doing anything on Tayman's side but leaving pillars and now down sacking them. Cleared a lot less on Cards' side.
Just barely enough combo garbage and chain
Tayman got him
garbage.
with the follow-up. Cards got him with the opening attack that he cleared once. So still pretty similar.
That was a nice...
Wow. You swap that block at just the right moment that it counts as a different chain. Very efficient garbage line sending when you pull that off.
And that's enough for a 19 even after a clear, so that's definitely going to qualify, whereas on Card's side...
4th row clear on Cards' side. Almost all garbage. That's going to take a while, but then a death.
But yeah, still, both these players have had consistent at least second lines of attacks, even if their first has been maybe a little short. And that's enough to kind of stay in that 20, 25 second range max.
Again, as long as you can recalculate and send another attack somewhat fast, you're going to avoid any super bad stages. Like, stages under... Any stage under 30 seconds is still fine. Card's catching up a little bit with a slightly more cooperative frog.
Yeah, and for context, you only need to average about 21, 22 seconds per stage, I think, to get a sub 8, which is a really good time. Of course, in any real sub 8 run, you want to give yourself a little more room to breathe just because the cave can really troll.
Blarg had a really long flatten on Tayman's side that he could not complete. That was a textbook quick kill. Oh. He got close to a match on Cards' side, but not quite. So Cards maybe 10 seconds behind coming into Fish. That's any stage can easily revert this or change the lead.
A little bit of a light opening on TaymanND's side. And this is really where it's important to make sure you have very solid openings, because starting at lunge fish and on is when they can start to troll if you have a weaker opening.
Tier 2
Hopefully
gives
we
them a
don't see
lot
that
of
here.
panels. This looks a lot better on Cards' side. Basically, simul kill.
Yeah, I think Tayman might be laughing on stream right now. Maybe he's looking over at Card's side, seeing that it's still neck and neck after all of these stages so far.
I'm interested in who is looking at directly at their opponent's feed during the game. I personally can't just because of distractisms, but if you can do that, wow, it's a good bird. If you can do that, it might change your strategy.
I'm pretty sure that Tayman does. And I wouldn't be surprised if Cards does as well.
Card trying to kill bird with single blocks. It's gonna work.
Just enough.
Let's see how TaymanND's cave starts. Starts with a 5-chain with decent combos that's gonna threaten Hookbill for a while.
A little bit of a slow follow-up.
He needs a lot more now because Hookbill's going to immediately get all the way to the bottom.
If that
okay,
red
you should have
wasn't
enough time to
lined
finish
up as
him
it
here.
was, that
look at that convenient chain for him.
Oh my gosh. Those are the worst. He has a third tier. Oh my. The 6 is just set up right there.
He's gonna go up to it. That kind of works, I guess. Jeez. He almost got really fancy there. Meanwhile, Cards basically got him in one, so...
Cards with a slight advantage going into Piranha Plant.
You cannot separate these guys during Cave. It's always going to converge into something pretty exciting. Card is doing all combos after that 4-chain block. I think he's gonna do it fast enough that it would have took care of Plant if there wasn't that convenient clear available. Meanwhile, Plant is the pillars on TaymanND's side, gets a 4 combo, but that doesn't buy much stop time, so dies right after. Still very, very even with 2 stages to go.
Extremely even. So moving on to Kamek, the trolliest of all the trolls.
I don't know if Cards dropped his chain or if he was trying for the real cheese kill there. It almost got there.
I mean, I don't want to doubt it, but I feel like I'd be surprised if he was just going for a cheese with that short 3-line kill. But I mean,
it's still
he
a pretty quick kill. While
really quick kill on
TaymanND
Kamek,
a little bit more with not a lot of lines to work with. I think he's there.
But yeah, CardsOfTheHeart just needs a decent Bowser, and that'll finish this.
Okay, that's gonna be like a 15-ish, maybe more second advantage for Cards going into this Bowser, so let's see his opening.
Opts for a 3-chain with a couple lines of combos.
I think he is going for the super cheese on him there.
It's not going to be enough.
He did find a convenient match during that down stacking. I don't know if he would have had time if it wasn't for that match there. Does he have time after this?
Oh no.
Oh, he just has a little bit.
And a 4 combo just to give enough stop time to be annoying.
Meanwhile, Bowser's down stacking on TaymanND's side. He's starting to chain.
Oh, and that's enough for
He's flat on Cards' side for the kill.
TaymanND, this might be good. I don't see an immediate setup. He might go to a higher tier. He goes 3rd tier.
he goes to the
Oh, what?
sky, and then he goes bye-bye. Uh,
But yeah, that'll give Cards of the Heart the second star to take this match, to go up 2-1 in this match.
a 906 is one hell of a losing time. But that's the standard we're playing with here.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. At the end of the tournament, what will be the fastest losing time in a race?
Oh boy.
I don't even know if we've had any sub-9 losing times yet. Oh, we had a 901, I think. But
Oh, right. I know where that came from, too.
but I don't think there have been any sub-9 losing times in a race. So if you want to win a race, beat a 9-minute time. Pro tip.
I just like seeing good players clash at this game. It's always so thrilling. Each player is getting in position for game number 4.
Yeah, and if you're Tayman right now, I don't really know if there's much you change up.
I don't think your general strategy changes. It's just like, don't drop the openings.
Yeah.
Don't have brain lag when seeing patterns for the combos and chains.
Beg the AI to not get random chains off of garbage. About all you can hope for at this point.
Bribe Bowser.
Anyways, we should be getting started soon, and there we go.
Looks like we're off.
Is Tayman getting in the hood?
Ooh.
Whoa. Dark side Tayman coming out.
What powers is he going to unlock here? Okay, second attack. Convenient clear from Lakitu there. Clears on both sides.
Both of them getting about equally trolled here, and near identical times. 26 for Tayman, 27 for Cards.
Yep. So I think those like clears from Lakitu are some of those things that you can't control, so there is absolutely no point letting that bother you. Nice lag chain from Tayman there for the 5 and the 6.
That will be enough. Oh, and a chain.
Card is
with
bumpy
clear.
chained off the above blocks. Ew.
Those are always and that's just barely enough time in order to get
And
another
see, that
clear.
bought him enough stop time to get to that fancy schmancy tier 2. Jeez.
That's garbage. And not the good kind of garbage.
Ugh.
Solid opening on Tayman's Poochie.
Dog's gonna have time to get low now. Sent enough for the follow-up, but still bought enough. That might have been shake time. Conveniently downstack that pillar on Cards aside into a garbage clear.
And there will be another chain off the garbage, but I don't see an immediate clear. Oh,
It's
and
gonna sweep that green block.
while down stacking,
Bad
probably
dog.
unintentional. And I don't think we've seen a single, like, really solid stage on either side so far. A lot of shenanigans up until this point for the fact that we're just at Wiggler so far.
A lot of basically unavoidable situations. Like, they've threatened their opponents pretty well. Not you.
Is that card starting with a 7 chain?
Seems
Cards must
that
be
way.
trying something different. I feel like normally he goes for very, very short chains with lots of combos, but maybe he's trying to time things just right.
Not you.
Also, shoutouts to the cat.
Mm-hmm.
One more line situation on TaymanND's side.
Chain for extra stop time. Okay, still into a kill by the end. Card has enough of a chain and follow up there.
Yeah, we're
Okay, to be
pretty
right behind
even.
still.
But yeah, they're about 340 coming out of the frog. And like I said last time, usually you're aiming for about 3 minutes is what I call a good time coming out of a frog. So neither of them on a very solid pace, but fortunate for both of them, I guess. The other person's also struggling a little bit.
Cooperative Blarg for a quick kill on TaymanND's side. On Card's side,
A lot of
I don't know
delay
because
there.
some of his combo blocks seem to be glued together. Not sure if this is intentional.
I can't imagine it's intentional to not top your opponent off until 28 seconds. So yeah, very strange way this is going on Cards' side, but this should be enough for a crush. And it is. After 38 seconds, though, not what you want to see. So yeah, TaymanND now with about a stage lead. A little less, but something to work with for sure. A nice 6 to a 5 opening from TaymanND with a lag chain. That's a really pretty opening.
That's... I think that qualifies.
Unfortunately, 1 line short. 7 lines just was barely not enough. And that is going to be a chain off of the garbage.
Had time to go up to that tier 2. Have a convenient chain that just falls perfectly down. I can sense the salt from here about that. But no more than that. Okay. TaymanND's still taking a lead into a cave entrance, even if it's not the cave entrance time that he normally desires.
Yeah, so Dark Side TaymanND is trying to shake that off and move into the cave, hoping for less trolling this time.
That's the heavy opening on Cards' side.
Going for a potential quick kill from TaymanND, but Hookbill is going to chain. But as he starts to downstack, maybe it'll... Nah, this is just... That quickly went from a hopefully he'll downstack in a weird way to maybe it's a crush, but in the end it's a kill anyways.
Definitely not the cave entrance time Cards wants, but he's alive here.
Yeah, that's a 6:30 cave entrance time. That is very low for card standards. Or very slow for card standards, not low.
Ooh, a light attack that did threaten Hookbill. Unfortunately, he's finding chains, so no quick kill get there. Meanwhile, TaymanND's got a decent plant opening. I think it has enough combos.
Line
Plant
opening,
raised
and
their
that's enough.
stack. So we did no stop time. That's an 11.
And that's going to be a full stage lead going into Kamek.
There is no way you plan around slamming the garbage down on them right when they're raising their stack, but when it does happen, it's great. Can the same thing happen on Kamek?
Decent opening.
4-chain with like 3 combo lines.
Unfortunately, Kamek is going to chain here. And chain for a while he will.
I can't tell how much follow-up cards has on plant, but if it's enough... Oh, that is so rude. I don't know if that's gonna find things in the second tier for him. Or they'll just find themselves. I think I can say Cards is officially getting unlucky here, this run.
Meanwhile, Tayman is going into Bowser first with a full stage at least lead. So the puzzle gods are doing something here because Cards is getting some pretty bad luck, and we are staring down the barrel of a 2-2.
Okay, this can be a pretty trolly Bowser, and Tayman will still have this as long as he tops him off, like, somewhat. He caught him again when he was raising, but unfortunately Bowser's fast enough that he had an immediate match, but oh, that could have been a 12.
Tayman does need to work on this second-ish attack. A 3-chain there will help make sure that Bowser is topped off, which will be enough, and that will
Got him.
seal the deal. So after a 906 in Game 3, Tayman stepping it up just a little bit, 905 for Game 4.
Improvement.
So at this rate, he'll get a 904 the next race, and we'll see if that's good enough. Cards, on the other hand, sitting back, seeing that he's lost at this point, has to go through the last 2 stages anyways. But this is a uncharacteristically slow time on Cards' side, looking to be at least 11 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And like, I wouldn't say there were mistakes as much as there were risky strats that like didn't pay off. Because they keep finding enough stop time to get to a garbage clear on strats that normally work. Like, what is that Kamek doing? Sometimes it's such a tough call on whether to, like, send the opponent exactly the amount of garbage that they need at that moment versus, like, overkilling them, but then also giving them more shake time. There's pros and cons to each one. Alright. Card smash Bowser here because he deserves it.
A nice 9 combo will set up a good combo attack on this follow-up against Bowser. Tons of more combos coming. So
that should threaten him after Bowser takes care of whatever he's doing here. So we had time for that clear. Oh no, that chain's gonna buy him time. It's gonna fall into another chain to buy him more time.
Oh my gosh, that's a 4
That's disgusting.
Clear. That's not fair. Not allowed.
This Bowser is the summation of the rest of Cards' Game 4 here. Ugh.
Oh my gosh. And the official time is a 12:02. Oof. On Cards' side, that is.
Yeah, that can happen to the best of us.
But yeah, if your Cards, you're hoping that that was a total anomaly and that you can come back, because you're still, it's basically tied. It's 2-2. We're back to a best of 3 at this point. Still time for anything to happen, but that you're gonna need a bounce back after that.
All is are in the past. Just play well for the next few games and give yourself the best chance possible.
And indeed, Cards is in the chat saying we'll just throw that away like it never happened. So hopefully he takes that to heart and moves on to a game 5 scenario, which hopefully will be much closer.
There's many speedrunners that have not seen a 12-minute time since forever because you can just reset your troubles away, but here you gotta live with your sins.
Yeah, especially seeing your opponent finish as you're going to Kamek. Oof, that's rough. And Dark Side Tayman taking off the hood, going back to normal Tayman, confirming in chat that his basement is indeed freezing. So we'll see if that affects his game.
I know when things get tense, like just the adrenaline makes your body feel a little bit warmer. But if you can also keep it chill, then maybe that's the strats. Be comfy and relax.
So I was kind of curious, so I just looked this up. Uh-oh. Dark Side Tayman coming out, rubbing his hands together, feeling a little cold, but we are just about to get started here. But yeah, I was just looking it up because I was curious. The top 3 finishers in the Tetris Attack 2016 and 2018 tournaments were Cards of the Heart, FFR Pro, and BB Forky in both tournaments in different orders. So if Tayman is able to pull off this upset, arguably upset, that would mean that FFR, BB Forky, and Cards of the Heart would all be going to loser's bracket in the first round.
Hello, new school players.
I know. There's a new crop of talent in town, making things extremely exciting. But without further ado, we are...
A short attack from Tayman, but a good enough follow-up to probably threaten Lack on the second go-around. A clear from Lack on Cards' side for about similar times. Tayman with a 4-second advantage.
Very small lead at this point, but 4 seconds, maybe it'll snowball into something bigger. Who knows? An interesting 7 combo on Tayman's side. Into a 5 chain with 2 lines of combos. Enough to top off, but Bumpty will get a quick clear. On the other side, Cards has a beautiful opening. Quick 6 lines,
Perfect
weird setup on Bumpty, and that'll be a 13-second kill.
Poochie starts. Very good weaving from Cards there. I'll probably get Doggo in 1. Definitely. Okay, 2 quick kills for him now. Tayman getting the dog with 1 last piece of combo garbage, also for a 14. Very nice from both.
Yeah, pretty even moving into Wiggler. Dropped chain on Card's side. This will lead to a weird, almost PPL-esque opening. But unfortunately, Wiggler will
pretty
get the
fast. Same on Tayman, except Wiggler didn't take care of that tall left pillar in time. Seriously had time to get to that tier 2, Wiggler? Come on. What is this fancy chaining now? That's illegal.
And yeah, after 3 quick
Ugh.
stages on card side, that's a 42-second wiggler that's definitely going to hurt moving forward. Meanwhile, 13 seconds on TaymanND's
Okay.
side, and he's nodding his head. He's feeling good.
Mm-hmm. Little combos and chains from cards now trying to get Frog up there, but he's gonna down stack them and clear them.
And not even topped off on card side, and there's 0 garbage, only going to be combo follow-up. This could be really bad.
This is why I lean more towards the overkill. Like, just start another big chain with more combos in them. Like, there is merit to setting exactly what they need, because if they cooperate, they'll die instantly. But if they don't, the snowball happens.
And yeah, Tayman with a full stage lead at this point. I don't know, it's going to be tough for cards to come back here. Obviously not impossible, but he's going to need some unforced errors from Tayman.
We've got that cave. I'm not calling anything until deep into cave. Nice quick go from cards there. Nice quick-ish kill on fish from Tayman there.
That is going to close the gap a little bit, so... A lag chain on card side, but not enough to really do much damage.
I fall into that trap where, oh, I did these 3 really cool things. That must instantly destroy them. Oh, wait a second.
Only it really did work that way.
Tayman's Raven is all the way at the bottom. Did he have enough follow-up?
That's a crush.
Yes, he did.
Shaking his hand.
That's why you
in
keep
glee.
going and making those combos afterwards. Just in case that.
And Tayman is on a super solid run right now. This is not looking good on Cards' Lunchfish. He is not topped off 47 seconds in.
I think he's threatened now, depending. It's all single blocks. Well, that works. Meanwhile, Tayman is starting his cave with, I think, a pretty solid opening.
Definitely solid. 5 chain with a few lines of combos.
Hook Bill skimmed that right into a clear.
I don't see,
I don't see an
chain.
immediate clear.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
just
we almost got to that.
barely a few frames away. But 22 seconds, that's super solid. Will extend this lead even further.
Solid opening from cards versus that Raven.
Raven's going low, though. Could be bad, but fortunately we'll get that kill.
Okay.
Another solid opening on Tayman's side.
Plant
maybe
is
a little
really high. This is
maybe
where
a little
wild
more
things can
necessary,
happen.
But as long as
Yeah, Plant's
this
finding
might be good.
the stop time. Able to... Is Plant just gonna clear all their panels here?
This looks like a crush unless the horizontal.
Nope.
Oh no! Oh my
How
god!
did you find that? Says Tayman.
I can hear the ban the x-axis coming out from
I
Tayman's
don't know
stream
if
right
Plant will
now.
have time here. Okay. Still has a pretty comfortable lead.
Yeah, still a full stage lead. Unfortunately, Card's not able to do enough to really get anything right here. And
I'm surprised
Hookbill's
Hookbill
gonna
still had the
continue.
stop time there.
Yeah, wow. Let's see how Tayman starts this Kamek. Strong with 4 chain and 3 lines of combos. This could definitely quick kill, except Kamek's just getting a bunch of
Cat's
random
down stacking
clears.
now. He doesn't have a good... There's nothing to match that One block, yeah. Okay. Super sick time going into Bowser. Let's see if Tayman can wrap this one up.
And this has got to be really tough for Cards because this has the potential for another finish where he's looking at Tayman's Bowser while on Kamek, and it's gonna be really hard to come back from.
I like
Really
weaving in the extra 3 chain there.
Yeah, for sure.
Just make sure you have a clear for the Ginormous block. Bowser sent. Okay.
Bowser trolling a little bit, although a little awkward on Bowser's side here. Unfortunate.
Please don't see that tier 2.
Okay.
Okay, he's out of time.
And that's a super solid time from Tayman. Check the official time right now. That's an 8:29 official time.
All right.
And it's gonna be at least a game 6. I mean, we already knew that, but Tayman is going up, perhaps with the small upset alert. He has 2 opportunities to take this match away from Cards. And meanwhile, Cards going into Bowser, trying to finish strong. Hopefully bring this back and push this to a game 7 after this round.
One thing is, I don't think Cards is like gonna be emotionally affected too much. He's just going to try and play solidly, as he tends to do, and just hope that the rest of these AIs cooperate with him. I think Bowser's gonna. No, where does that? Did he like plan having that land while he was looking at something else?
That looks like a crush. Oh no! Oh my!
Are you
God,
serious?
that
Is that going to give him an opportunity
ugly.
to match this?
That's so ugly. This is not allowed.
This is disgusting.
And he's just gonna keep going.
Oh, the ways they find to...
Oh, is that a chain into
That's a nice
clear?
chain to clear the next piece of garbage. Now he's lag chaining on him.
This is an 8 chain, 9 chain. Cuts it off at a 9 chain. Bowser does.
Cards have time to match 4 of those exclamation mark panels.
Oh my gosh. What is this?
If this happened to Tayman, I don't know if his camera would still exist. Jeez, good night.
Oh my god. Well, it will be Cards whose back is against the wall at this point.
Tayman now 3, 2, and just the feeling of having that kind of free roll game, 2 game points. I think that feeling already gives you a little bit of an advantage just right there. Slightly less pressure.
And these are extremely solid times from Tayman. Lowest time so far is 9:57, but other than that, 8:06, 9:06, 9:05, 8:29 is exactly what you're hoping for. Anyways, going into game 6, these competitors are just about to get started here.
Now let's get into the factor of like how your hands and your brain feels from doing these high intensity runs this many times in a row. I think both have done like enough marathon sessions that it shouldn't change too much, but I know sometimes it's induced extra brain lag in me.
If anything, there is some probably mental fatigue of just the stress of these like high intensity races, but both these players have quite a bit of tournament experience.
We have started, and I saw Tayman open with pretty good lag chains and extra combos.
And
same for cards. 14-14
14s
stage
on both
1.
sides. But yeah, will we see the first Game 7 of the tournament?
I really want it.
I want it so badly. Come on, Tayman, just like get trolled a little more. Like, what's this 14 and 12?
Bumpty
You don't have to play like a god.
Bumpty was high there, so that 4-chain plus a few combos was all he needed. Similar quick kill from Bumpty on Card's side, but he's cleared a little bit more. I consider an 18 a quick kill as well. Ah. Okay. No, I'm good. Cow was trying to rip headphones there.
Oh. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, good dog. Extra
Tayman
combo
is...
garbage. If Chuichi doesn't take care of that pillar, yeah, another set of quick kills.
I mean, both of these players are on an insane pace right now. Beautiful,
yeah, if you can keep that for 12 stages,
opening.
You might set a world record there.
Tayman. Oh man, I can't even imagine a better opening than what Tayman just saw there. Please let those combos drop.
That's a really convenient match.
No.
Meanwhile, Wiggler's dealing with pillars on Cards' side and can't take care of them in time, giving him now a little bit of an advantage.
And yeah, Wiggler is not going to get to that second tier clear, and so Tayman just a little bit behind Cards going into stage 5, Froggy.
Opening with a 9 while also matching something on the other side. That's pretty fancy.
Yeah, definitely a pretty chain with a lot of 5 and 9. Beautiful 4 wide garbage blocks.
And Frog barely didn't get to the clear, so... This is a lot of quick kills so far. Frog's not gonna have any moves after that. Okay. Very good stages from both players, all the way up. When will some Mega Troll hit? And to who?
Nice combo follow-up on Card's side, although Blarg gets the immediate clear.
I don't even know how that works where I didn't clear the last combo block. But okay. 20-second Blarg. Tayman has to do a second attack, giving Blarg the time to get a clear here. He's going to fall into a chain. Maybe he'll find something after this. Nope. Okay. Keeping it pretty close.
Cards is still moving super quick here.
He needs like 3 more lines to top to top after this, and he's gonna get there. He's gonna more than get there. Alright. And because he does it with little single blocks, no shake time to deal with either.
A bit unfortunate on Tayman's side.
Even if he topped off fish there, he was gonna get that clear, so there is that. But look at that beautiful tier 2 sandwich into a board full of panels to waste your time even longer. Okay.
A clear on Cards' Raven, but don't see an immediate answer, and that's going to be a kill, and that's 440 going into
It looks like he's going to try for a tier 2. I think this is the fastest first 8 today.
For sure. I mean, so far, for a little bit of context, Cards has the fastest time, I believe, on VHard in this tournament with a 7:57. just barely getting the sub 8. And he is definitely pushing and trying to improve upon that here. A lot of
Tayman
combos
is not
here.
even
This
that
could
far
be
behind
bad.
right now.
This
He's
could
trying
be...
for that risky strat that can get him with all singles. It was frames away, but now... now what?
That's not good. Yeah. He's going to opt for a 3-chain for that attack, but...
This is basically a full reset here, but after that smattering of singles didn't work.
I don't know. I gotta wonder if like Cards was like had his eyes set on like a world record or something sort of pace, but there's just not many instances that it's worth it to do all single lines in a race, and we are dead even.
Oh my. I don't know. I think even there you don't shift into like world record mode for that yet.
I just don't know why else you would like do so many single lines. It just feels like a Hail Mary to me, I guess.
I mean, sometimes it's all you can detect.
Quick opening on TaymanND's side. Combos will be delayed a little bit.
I get some clears, but if nothing chains here... Okay, Plant just immediately reacts. Now you're out of time, right? No?
Does Cards have enough of a follow-up?
Card is Plant
This will be pretty
all
if
the way...
so. Oh, what?
No!
What was that?
That last row got there at the last second. No, not like this.
That is not allowed. That is...
Not like this.
Anyways, that should be good. And we are about even with a 50-second time on Plant on TaymanND's side and 54 on Card's side.
After all these shenanigans, it's back to even. This. Thank you, puzzle script writers.
Uh-oh. What is TaymanND doing dropping that chain?
Okay,
This is
I think he's
not
a follow-up attack.
good opening on TaymanND's side unless it leads into a crush, but if he does not top off Kamek here, it's going to be a problem.
One more line.
The
drop
slow
it, drop
rise.
it.
The slow rise.
Ooh.
Ooh. And just like that, we are one Bowser away from TaymanND taking this.
TaymanND has the Bowser advantage. It is not a large Bowser advantage as Card finishes up here. Oh my.
This is anyone's game. Very much anyone's game.
Alright, here we go. 4 combo. 2-chain also a 4. 3-chain into a 5. It's now 5 lines. 14 into 5. Should have about 7 lines.
Need to drop it.
Start follow-up attack immediately because Bowser is going to start clearing those. Don't top yourself off. Okay. Okay.
A little heartbreak. Or a little heart attack.
Bowser moves into there.
On
Cards has Bowser with the left pillar, but he has stop time.
Pretty good. It's looking pretty good.
Stop time.
Oh
he
no.
gets to the clear over there.
Okay, but does he have
Are
any
they going
stop
to chain
time?
after the garbage lands? Cards might not.
Cards
is dead.
Cards got it with a 27-second Bowser.
It's happening.
Oh my gosh, and just like that, we are in a Game 7 situation.
Oh my. Thank you, puzzle gods.
Oh man, if you're TaymanND, that hurts. That was a golden opportunity. And Bowser just said, nah. Not today.
I want maximum drama.
And Cards in chat saying his heart cannot take much more.
I know, mine can't, and I'm just observing here. It's like, not only is pressure on you to take this in one game, but the pressure's also on you to not get booted into facing an angry FFR.
Oh man, I didn't even think about the loser of this plays FFR in the losers bracket.
Yeah, that's gonna. Oh my.
Oh my gosh. The implications of this match. This is like who is on a path to like try to get towards winners finals and who is dropping out possibly at 7th place.
Well, let's play one high variance 10-minute run to find out.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, it looks like the players are ready, so we will get started here in just any moment here. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to think. This is the game 7 we wanted. The game 7 we're gonna get. That was also just such a wild run from Cards too. Like super solid run with the exception of Hookbill and Plants. And able to clutch out a sub 9-minute time, even with a bunch of trolling on Hookbill and Plants.
It always finds a way to equalize.
I know. But we are back in it for a game 7 situation.
We're in.
Winner takes all.
I think Tayman dropped that chain a little bit.
Lack is going to go all the way down to 2 lines and then raise.
Meanwhile, Card's got him in 1. Small blocks? Okay. Not too far behind there for a stage 1.
Still very solid. Very close. Cards with a nice lag chain into a quick 4 chain, but only 1 line of combos.
Bumpty hasn't cleared much.
A bit, but that's gonna work for a 12-second kill.
Yeah. I wonder if he like looks at to see how much he starts clearing and then phases opening attack appropriately.
That's a nice
slide out for that chain.
And a good
Got
number
plenty of combos down here.
Poochie will get the clear, but this will definitely top off after. But this looks like the green might clear. Yeah, it will.
Oof. And he's not going to have time there. Meanwhile, Tayman's first attack looks good. Right pillar? Nope.
Oh.
16 doggo.
Fortunate that Poochie was not able to downstack that right pillar. I don't know if Tayman had enough to top off if Poochie would have done that. Another solid lag chain on card side.
That is really hard to get that slight bit of timing difference that'll count that as 2 different chains. Very precise. Very convenient chains for this Wiggler, though.
We'll go up to second tier most likely, but we'll not have time for it. So we are about even.
Okay, and Tayman won as well. So nothing really lost or gained in these first 4.
Yeah, at this point, I'm honestly curious how close this game 7 is going to be. I'm hoping it's like, I mean, not for the runner's sake, but for the spectator's sake, I'm hoping this is decided by like a few seconds.
Oh, definitely. Although I'm not sure what's worse, like from a contestant perspective. Ooh, good frog there. Between losing by a couple stages or like seeing that your opponent finished right when Bowser is doing his last clear.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'd prefer to lose by a couple stages, TBH.
Okay. I'm seeing the same opening Tayman is down here, getting a 5 chain with like 4 more lines. Waiting?
couple 4 combos.
Oh wait, there's a couple 4s in a row.
Might be a crush if he has enough. It looks like he has enough.
He did send one just now.
It'll be a slow crush, but
Okay.
it'll be a crush. And
Meanwhile, a quick
nearly
kill from Cards.
simultaneous on card side.
Okay, first half done. 6 more stages to decide everything.
Another nice lag chain from Cards. Cards is really pulling everything out at this time.
Tayman's
And
nailing
it
these
pays
openings
off.
as well. Fish got one clear, and that's basically the difference right now. Alright.
Cards.
Oh, those chains. That's so beautiful from Cards.
How many lag chains has Cards gotten in this run
Wrapping
so
it
far?
up with an 8.
Oh my
13 birdie.
gosh.
13
And a
birdie.
13 birdie on Tayman's side. I mean, we are 7 seconds apart on great paces right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
5 in
gosh,
a cave
it comes
from
down to the
both.
cave.
One cave. One game.
I don't know, like with how both of them are playing, I just feel like both of them deserve it right now, and it's gonna make me sad that one of them is gonna lose. This isn't fair.
The way these matchups have matched up. Amazing quick kill from Cards there.
And an amazing quick kill from Tayman.
Oh my. Where's the Mega Troll gonna hit?
Oh man. Oh, I can't watch. I can't watch. Someone's about to get trolled. I can just feel it.
Cards going for the 4 chain, but there's plenty of combos behind it. Plant hasn't been clearing much. Ooh, starting to find chains.
It's
Now
a
he needs to go into
chaining
a
plant
follow-up
on
attack.
Tayman's side.
Same-ish for Tayman right now. Left and
Might-
right pillars.
They're both clearing.
Both plants doing fancy
Tayman
stuff
might
here.
be in a good position here. Nope.
Card is plant getting more chains. Tayman doing a lot of
Cards.
single blocks and 2 chains. Oh my god, if
you're
that
kidding.
didn't kill plant,
You're
that might
kidding.
have been game for Tayman. Oh, that didn't kill right there.
They are even coming out of plant, both getting trolled equally hard.
Oh no.
We're just pushing down. We're just waiting and waiting until Bowser inevitably decides this.
Card's going with a 4 chain into more combos after. Tayman very similar. Tayman's Kamek is really high. I don't know how he's going to play this out.
The shake
Had enough
time is
shake
too
time to
much
get
though.
there.
This is looking good on Cards' side, and that's a 22-second Kamek, and that's setting up Cards going first into Bowser.
Okay.
And
Meanwhile,
Kamek is chaining.
Tayman's Kamek gave
but
up on a chain there? He found a different one. It's going to
Oh,
drop into another
no.
convenient one.
What's it gonna be?
Okay. Tayman
able to get
ending as
that.
Card is starting Bowser. So if this is clean, this could be it. Card dropping just a 3 chain there.
Oh, an immediate clear.
Again, don't know
on
if that's
Bowser.
intentional or not. It's so close to a cheese kill.
If Bowser starts chaining a lot, this could be real bad. Oh, he starts down stacking. He
Bowser has
starts
more
down.
time.
That's
He-
enough.
Oh,
That's it.
oh. That is it.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. And Tayman's Bowser's chaining, just turning the knife.
The Bowser hath spoken.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Tayman, I feel so bad. It's not even fair.
There's so many little moments throughout this entire match. Both of them played really well, very impressively, and it's like just like a shame that this match had to happen already.
And the punishment for losing this match is facing FFR.
Angry FFR, oh no.
Oh, wow. And to come back after being down 3-2, Cards takes it game 7.
The 14th Bowser dies. Tayman in a little bit over 9 minutes, but it's not enough to trounce Cards in this final game.
And that average race time is just absurd. To keep that average of probably a low 9 over 7 games and to lose. Oh man, that's rough.
Why is everyone so good?
I mean, one of Tayman and FFR Pro are going to get 7th place. Can you believe it?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But we see the second player winners. Second player winning banner.
A
as
very,
Cards
very
takes
deserved
it.
win. And now...
And yeah, that was a match.
Yeah, and I'm trying to picture what this means for the near future, because now we're in such a strange timeline.
Yeah, I mean, so the bracket's up. You get to face off with Cards of the Heart.
Hooray! This is fine. I'm okay with the way events are unfolding currently.
I'm facing off with Tetris Attacker. We've got an FFR versus Tayman. Oh my gosh.
For elimination.
I mean, what's crazy is that just all 8 of the players in this bracket are so good, and just the fact that any of them have to get 7th place is just sad. But the fact that 2 of them will be determined by FFR versus Tayman and Wiki versus BB4Key, it's just... Oof.
All these are going to continue being exciting, and I'm going to have my face glued to the screen for all of these clashes, except hopefully my own, where it's a little bit farther back and actually focusing, but glued to the rest of them.
Man, what a timeline.
I like it.
Like, no one, I guess, like, we've been talking so much about how, like, everything's going to be unpredictable. Anyone could win any of these races, but we've really been proven that that is 100% true. We have an 8 seed in you upsetting the 1st seed in FFR Pro. We have Cards getting sent to the 5th seed in group stage, making a crazy matchup versus Tayman, able to take that over Tayman in a Game 7 situation. Just over and over again, wild situations occurring.
I'm pretty sure prediction brackets at this point are all just, like, destroyed. And it's glorious.
Oh wow, I don't even know, like. But I mean, while we're here, I guess, do you want to do a quick preview? Who do you got? Just fire it off quick. Who do you got for the next 4 matches in next week?
I think you have a really good chance against Tetris Attacker. I think CardsOfTheHeart has a pretty good chance against me. Unless weird things happen again. I think Angry FFR is going to run it back maybe throughout the entire losers bracket, and for the older school match, I'm a Forky fan now. Let's go with him.
Yeah, I mean, Those are all great picks. I think if FFR is able to take it all the way back, that would be a pretty good timeline. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like maybe people were expecting FFR to win, but now maybe that he's having to make this loser run. Maybe he's the underdog for the rest of the tournament, or not the underdog, but like the favorite to kind of make this huge run. But Tayman is in his way. After Tayman, I'm not sure about this, but Tayman may have the lowest race average of the 8 players in bracket so far. He played extremely well. And
yeah, he doesn't get bad times. It's just that everyone else sometimes gets really good times.
Wow. Anyways, do you have any parting thoughts before we finish this week's action?
I love chaos.
Yeah, I think there was too much group chaos in this bracket.
That's what I got.
Penetrated.
What you got?
I mean, I think there's just so many different ways this could play out now. And what I've learned is that I should probably pick like the 5 most expected ways and just write those off because they're not going to happen. I'm excited for what surprises we'll see moving forward. I think is my biggest takeaway from this first week.
For sure.
Anyways, I think that's all we have for this matchup today. Check out Puzzle General on Twitter, join our Discord, join race nights on Fridays usually, although they've been happening all the time recently. Follow Cards of the Heart, follow Tayman on their Twitters, their Twitches,
They're
everything.
all cool people.
Yeah, this is a great community. Come be a part, come join. We'd be happy to have you.
Come join the salt mines.
But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next week.